It's the Out Route with Tre Tutson. This week we talk Rams 49ers, Julius Erving, and if you want to know who else is getting left out of the Hall of Fame, tune in right now. The Out Route coming up next.
This year's NFC Championship game will be played by the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Bravo! Bravo to those teams becoming probably the most popular NFL playoff game this season. It's crazy. It's gotten so crazy that the people of LA have taken matters into their own hands to take advantage of this opportunity. That's right. They are charging people up to $600 for parking. $600 for parking. I gotta quote my good friend Slade Ham. Bruh. $600 for parking? How's it gonna cost me more to be outside of the game than to get in it? $600 for parking? Dude, that's more than some people's car payments. Hell, that's more than some people's car. $600 for parking? Man, I'm gonna tell you, this only good thing that came out of this is probably the first time in Dayton history that a woman is gonna rather pay for the tickets than to pay for parking. Can you imagine going to this game and finding this out once you get there? Just riding, yeah, we going to the game. Yeah, we going to the game. Yeah, all right, what's up? Hey, man, how much for parking? Huh? Hey, who in here got the biggest TV? All right, well, we going to your house. Some more craziness this week. This Thursday, during the Lakers 76ers game, the Philadelphia 76ers went to honor Dr. Julius Erving and ended up spelling his name wrong. Yeah. Instead of spelling Irving with an E, they spelled it with an I, which is a terrible way to lose that Wheel of Fortune. But I ain't gonna lie, I kind of blame Dr. J a little bit for this. Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, Doc, this is a sign that you've been living too long. I mean, you've been living a while. Whenever they have forgotten how to spell your name, it's time for you to check out, buddy. If you've been living so long that they forgot that you exist, as a basketball player, you should know it's probably time to pass away. But you know what? Why did Philly do this? That's my thought. Why would Philly do this? Why did they do this? Oh, I know why. It's because Philly is racist. That's right. Philly is racist. Only a racist town could do something to somebody that is responsible for their one and only NBA championship. If somebody is responsible for bringing you your only title, you don't forget about them. You would never see the New Orleans Saints spell Drew Brees' name like he was a can of air freshener. That would never happen. But they did this to Doc. And why? Because Philly's racist. A lot of us don't think that Philly's racist because a lot of great black things come out of Philly, right? Joe Frazier, Bernard Hopkins, Meek Mills, that little short guy that's in all of the Chase commercials. All these great things come out of Philly, but we forget that Philly, racist town. Oh yeah, for sure. You don't think that Philly's a racist town? They even built a statue of a fictional white character. Philly's for sure racist. This is even proved more that Philly's racist. During this time, during this game, this same game that they got Dr. J's name wrong, some fans got ejected out of the game for calling Carmelo Anthony boy too many times. Which, I gotta say, of the racial slurs, is lazy and very tricky. Oh yeah, boy and Jew kind of run the same. You slightly say it a little bit off and it changes the meaning of everything. Right? There's a difference in somebody coming up being like, boy, where you get them shoes from? And boy, where you get them shoes from? Total difference. The main problem with something like a racial slur like boy is that, like I said, it's just lazy. It's not creative. You got to figure out a way to switch it up. Person wouldn't be as mad if you put forth some type of effort toward this, right? If you put some type of effort, you would be creative with it. I'm not saying that you won't get ejected out of the game, but at least the player will have something funny to tell somebody back in the locker room. They'll be like, hey man, what did he say to you? Man, can you believe that he said, I'm just saying, work on it. Following the sadness that happened this week. Well, we found out that, like I predicted, Barry Bonds will not be in the Hall of Fame. And it got me to thinking, who are some people that should probably be left out of the Hall of Fame? Some people, rightfully so, that should be left out. And this is not based all upon performance, but it's based upon some other things. And this week I vote that we keep Chad Johnson / Ocho Cinco out of the Hall of Fame. No, I know a while back he inducted himself into it. He sat on the sidelines and made himself his own coat. But you all know how it is when somebody self-proclaims themselves something. They're usually not that thing. But I'm going to tell you why I think that Chad Ochocinco should be left out of the Football Hall of Fame. He should be left out of the Football Hall of Fame because he gives terrible dieting advice. He gives terrible dieting advice to pro athletes. This man has been on the record saying some of the wildest of things.
But they telling me the fucking McDonald's is the reason. McDonald's. What is McDonald's in my career?
What are you talking about? Do you understand the power of food?
Good carbs.
We're gonna be. What I'm eating for breakfast?
First date, meal prep. We're going to
He shouldn't talk like that.
Look at
this guy. This guy's food advice, his dieting advice, it sounds like something a food addict would say. It's just absolutely ridiculous. We got to keep this guy out of it. But I'm going to tell you something about this guy's diet. This guy's diet consists of a whole bunch of McDonald's, which is terrible, which is probably what led to him headbutting a lady that he was in a relationship with. This guy ate so much mad cow disease that it turned him into a bull. So I say, please, let's keep Chad Ochocinco out of the Hall of Fame so that people will know that you can't just go around providing misinformation. Hey man, what's the emergency?
Dude, can you play my favorite song for me?
Oh, yeah. Hey Alexa, play Niggas in Paris.
Thanks, man.
No problem. And now for the top 5. Number 5, Patrick Mahomes will get injured. Number 4, LeBron's hairline is going to go a little bit further back. Number 3, an NBA player is going to fake having COVID just to go to an NFL playoff game. Number 2, there is no number 2. And number 1, I think that the San Francisco 49ers are going to get cheated out of going to another Super Bowl because of a controversial call. That's right. I think this is going to be one of the most controversial playoff games since that guy clearly had that pass interference on the Saints back in the gap. I think so, because I think this year it's about the NFL's agenda to keep a team that hosts the Super Bowl at their home stadium. I think that they're trying to get this trend started. I think they tested it out with Tom Brady in Tampa Bay last year because I believe that the COVID protocols had them to lose a lot of money. So now they're trying to cut costs on flights. They're like, hey, if we already got a team that's already there, that's only one plane we got to play for. That's only one can of jet fuel. I don't know if jet fuel comes in cans, but that's only one can they got to pay for. That's been the top 5, and that's been another week of the Out Route. Please subscribe. Please tune in next week. I'll keep doing these. And remember, nobody can stop you unless you let them. It's been the Out Route.